Hey everyone, so it's Hearth and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going step by step through how to make a self-love spell bag to help amplify self-appreciation and love. Now, self-love is a really beautiful intention to be working towards. It falls under the larger umbrella of love spells, and if you would like to learn more about those, I will leave the video I just did linked up here. But it's a style of spell that's really effective even if you are a beginner to the practice, because rather than influencing somebody else, an external factor, you're only going to be influencing yourself. And this is why spell bags can be so effective for this purpose. So for this working, you're not going to need very much at all, and the items that you use are really going to change depending on what you have access to. So please don't think you have to have every single thing I'm talking about. You can definitely adapt and change. Just look up the different crystals and herbs that are associated with self-love and what you have access to. So for me, I'm going to be using a small pink pouch. These we sell on the website, but you can also just use a small bag, an organza bag, whatever it is you have access to. You're going to want to have a crystal that represents self-love to you. I'm going to be using rhodonite, but you can use rose quartz. You can also use clear quartz if that's all you have access to. Inside, you're also going to want to add in a couple of different herbs. It doesn't need to be a great number and it doesn't need to be large amounts, just a few that are very connected to your intention. So for me, I'm going to be using pink rose buds because they're very closely connected to self-love as well as to friendships. And sometimes the biggest self-love that we can give ourselves is to simply treat ourselves like we're a friend. And I'm also going to be using some lemon balm. It's very gentle, it's very nurturing. It is connected with love and romantic love, but it's also connected to that loving, nurturing energy. You would often want to use this in spells where you want a gentle touch to that loving energy. And so in combination, the pink rosebuds with the lemon balm is really going to help allow us to have a gentle approach to slowly loving ourselves and the things that maybe we don't appreciate enough. You're also going to want a small petition. This can just be a small piece of paper. You can use parchment paper for this. You can just use printer paper, whatever it is you have access to. You're then also going to need a pen, pencil, some kind of writing device. But other than that, those are the items we're going to be using. You can adapt this though to whatever you have access to. Just check your correspondences with the herbs and crystals and utilize what you have. To start with, we're going to be taking our piece of paper. This is going to act as our petition. It doesn't need to be large, just a small square will suffice. And on it, we're either going to be writing a few lines of intention. I wish to be able to appreciate myself more, to love myself the way that I love others, to treat myself like a friend and nurture every part of myself. You don't have to use those words. Use whatever comes from the heart. Adapt, change, whatever it is specifically that you want to love a little bit more of, you can target that in this particular petition. You can write that down if words are very much for you, but if you don't want to be writing words, you can instead create a sigil that represents what you want to manifest. You can take the petition that you would have written, reduce it down into being just a few letters and then create a sigil out of it. I will leave my videos for sigil creation up here if you do want to learn a little bit more. There's so many different ways of doing it. You can simply draw little pictures on that petition. You can merge it so you can have a petition and the sigil on there as well. You can use runes for love. You can write in thelema if that's something that you're interested in. There's so many different ways you can adapt this, but quite simply, just find a way of putting on that paper what it is that you want to manifest. And while you're writing or drawing onto this, funnel in all of that energy of you being determined that you're going to love the parts of yourself that you don't right now onto that paper. If you can't do this while you're writing it, hold it in your hand afterwards and push your energy in that way. When you're ready, fold that petition paper in half towards you and fold it in half. Turn it 90 degrees clockwise, fold it towards you again, and make sure it's nice and tight and folded over. This is going to help magnify that energy coming towards you. It's that intention. It's a bit like casting a circle deersil or cleansing widdershins. Once that's done, we're going to want to set it to one side. We're going to take the bag and we're going to be holding it in our hands and be focusing on our intention, what it is that we want to be manifesting. If you've made this yourself, you're likely already going to have done this in the creation process, but you're going to hold it between your hands and charge it with your energy. And once you're ready, you can set the bag to one side. Each herb or ingredient is then going to be held, charged, and placed into the bag. Do this for each individual thing that you're going to be adding in. Once you're ready, add that petition in, and then hold the bag one last time. Now with each herb, you're going to want to hold a handful in your hands to charge it. I wouldn't recommend charging the whole container. Depends on whether the whole container is going to be used for one style of practice. Once everything is inside and you're then holding that bag, you're going to want to hold it between your hands and pour all of your energy into it. Charge it intently with your goals. And then when you're ready, you're going to want to breathe intention into the top of that bag and then close it. And then when you're done with that, you're going to want to be carrying it around, carrying it in a pocket, in a bag. Sleeping with it under a pillow is a really good way of doing it. That means that nobody else is going to have access to it. Keeping it by your bedside table, things like that. Every full moon, you may want to be bringing it out and charging it just to maintain that energy. Or if lunar energy is not something that you want to be working with, every month, just take it out, hold it in your hands and recharge it again. And then when you feel like it's full of energy, put it back under your pillow again and allow it to continue its work. Generally speaking, a working like this is going to last a month to 3 months generally without having to recharge it. When you do need to recharge it, you need to make sure you're bringing it up to the same level it was at before, because if you don't, it's going to become less effective over time. Though, generally speaking, spells and rituals do typically lose their efficiency over time. A little bit like a battery. Even if you buy the rechargeable ones, over time the amount of energy it can store starts to diminish. And eventually you're going to need to replace that working in its completeness. But if at any point you decide that you don't want that working, or it's come to the end of its life and you don't know what to do with it next, it's then about dismantling it in the most appropriate way possible. To start with, you're going to take that bag and you're going to thank it, either verbally or mentally, for everything it's assisted you with. Then you're going to want to open that bag, tip all the contents out. The crystal can then be cleansed via smoke, water, salt, whatever is best for the particular stone that you've chosen, and put back into your collection. The herbs can be gathered up and they can either be ritually burned in a bonfire, say around Letha or Beltane if it's that sort of time of year, or they can be buried into the earth, returning them into the natural cycle. The bag can then be cleansed and used for future workings if you're ever after something similar. At that point onwards, that energy is slowly going to start to dissipate. There's not going to be anything left that's linking it to you, and so slowly it will start to fade away and you no longer have to worry about it anymore. Now, this working can be done for somebody else. If somebody's come to you and requested this style of working, in order to do this though, you would need a tag lock from them, so something that is associated with them. Hair, nail clippings, a photograph, a personal belonging, to add into that bag so that you can link it to the person that the spell is for, rather than having it be sitting in your energy. That way you can do it for your significant other, your best friend, a family member, or a friend that's perhaps further distant and doesn't have the ability to do it themselves. You can then have that working be for somebody else. I would then just make sure that it's wrapped up somewhere safe so nothing's going to get into it and you're not going to forget about it. Make sure that you're still charging that working and then dispose of it as normal. And this kind of working can be a really good place for beginners to spell work to start, because influencing your own energy is so much easier than influencing anything else, and it allows you to begin to connect with different plant energies, different crystals, and the practical aspects of witchcraft outside of just a book. So that is my super simple self-love spell bag. I've had to say that so many times because it's such a tongue twister. And so if you did enjoy this spell, feel free to give it a like. It really means a lot to me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them down in the comment section. And if you do enjoy the magical content on this channel or in this video, feel free to hit subscribe. I try to post magical content every single week. And with that being said, I hope you're staying safe. I hope you have a marvelous magical day, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!